Welcome to the trade of the week, where every week I'll cover my favorite setup that happened in the last few days. So no cherry picking a trade 5 years ago. It will always be about the current week's price action. And we have a super easy setup that happened on Friday with a potential of 10R. And if you want more of those, please like the video and subscribe. I'm Money Engineer, and as a software engineer with a master's in machine learning, I've helped hundreds of traders pass challenges and finally getting payouts using AI and data science to optimize their trading strategy. So this trade happened on top of the one I shared in my community post. So just this week, I shared another trade that was following exactly the same strategy on my community post. So if you want to stay up to date with my community posts also, I think the only way to do that is to subscribe, or you can just every day look at my community post, but I don't think that's very efficient. So let's just get straight to it. If you watched the last video, I talked about the different features I was studying. And in this strategy, I was studying the presence of a fair value gap with the strategy. So just having a fair value gap with the other rules of this strategy, we're able to go from a 67% win rate to 100% win rate. This is not a big data sample. Of course, you'll have to gather more data. And as you're gathering more data, of course, the win rate will decrease. But this is still pretty significant. And we'll look at today's trade and we'll see that it was another beautiful example of that. So we can see that we're below the moving average. We're within the New York session, and now I'm waiting for my entry criteria that I covered in the last video. Still below the moving average. I'm not seeing what I need to see here. Alright, so we're coming close to it. I'm seeing some fair value gap that we could potentially reach. So we had this one, and then I'm seeing another right there. So just if we're able to reach either of those fair value gaps, will give me more confidence in my trade. And the reason why is because I have data to back it up. So that's very important there. So I'm waiting for a close back up. This is not a clear close above the moving average. We need one, and we just got it there. So as you know, now I would prefer to have like a nice reaction at the fair value gap and then a close back down the moving average. Let's see if we get one. And just like that. So we wait for the close, and then we can put the stop loss above the high. And then, as you know, I always go with the 1 to 2 as I'm gathering data, but I will definitely study how far I'm going into the take profit, because if we come back to the data, and this is why it's so important to have a trading journal like this one. This is the one that we use in the group. You can see that a lot of my trades, for instance, that I took at 7:30 a.m. eventually went for 5R. Some of them went to a 3R also. I had some there. So it's very important to study those things. And I also gave for free a script that I wrote, that I coded, to be able to study for yourself when to go break even, how far to put your take profit. And this is the power of data science and also using AI concepts. So let's just see about this trade. Beautiful take profit right there. But the reason why this was the trade of the week for me, because I could have also presented this trade, which was exactly another one. It's because of how far price went after reacting from this fair value gap. Let's just see quickly. So because of the election lately, we have some beautiful price action. So you need to consider that also as you're gathering data and look at how far price went. 1 to 11. I'm not saying that you're going to get a 1 to 11, but using something like a sheet like this one, which gives you exactly the potential win rate and return of different way of taking profit. So instead, taking profit at 3, breaking even at 2, taking some partials. This is the kind of things you need to work on, and this is how data science can be helpful. I don't know how other traders are working without those kind of tools. I've been in the private equity. This is the type of tools we're building, and they're actually used by professional traders. I hope I was able to provide some value to you. I wanted to keep it very short, not to waste your time. And if you want more details about this strategy, you can just watch the last video. And if you didn't already, I really appreciate if you could subscribe. See you soon.